Hello my darlings. So it's been a very exciting 2 weeks with Ramses 6 and Cairo from the winning of the Grand National today, Blackmore, and I have been making doing my blog. So it's going to make it a lot easier for Sunday because we have so much to talk about. And if you go to my site, you will see that I'm preparing everything going on with my blog so that I won't be dragging you through Facebook, and so we can go through with as much clarity and speed as possible because we're at the pie. We're at the pie, and I've drawn you a beautiful picture, but I haven't got my phone here, so I can't take a picture to upload and show you, but I will have it for tomorrow. And it's a pretty good one, if I may say so. So basically, Andromeda, the pirates in the Isle of Wight, on the 26th of October, she went into the underworld. And VirgO, La Marianne, the pre-sexual girl, is rising. All you have is L and N. And you've got the North Pole and you've got the Big Dipper that goes around. We're going to be talking about Bernard Tapie, BT. Everything is connected. And we're going to be talking about the mirror because we're deep sea diving now. This is about, this is how, this is about pressure and going down. That whale is going down. And there's change of guards going on, and we're at the bull's eye, tiger's eye, Pakistan, that was all. This is the green man coming up. And we had the four-wheel drive Easter Day, the 4th of the 4th. So that's a Romulus and Remus. That's why Tiger Woods crashed in LA Woman in his four-wheel drive Range Rover, Rolls Royce. So we've got the diving dark and the rising Lucifer. The whale is going down, the sword in the stone goes down, and the five-pointed star, which is the upright human being, which is the petal of Venus and the new gateway because the wheel opens and shuts. It goes from 12 to 8. You've got to get through the fifth. You've got to find your heads. So we're deep diving, and it's about going through the narcissistic mirror, and we're all at different levels. We're all at different levels. So there is a moment that you get past all the gatekeepers of your personal path, and you're able to keep cool, and all the fear drops away. But if you haven't touched the bottom of the deep blue sea, if you didn't touch the bottom deep diving without oxygen, without timing yourself, you can't smoothly come back up again in the right state of mind. But you need to know the alchemy. And this is what the gatekeepers don't take you completely to. They give you stepping stones. So you've got the legs of the mutable cross, the 4 pirate legs. You've got Cupid and Valentine, Asia and America, yellow and red, masculine, air and fire. So Cupid is now on his way. Cupid is going down, and Pisces, so Gemini and Pisces are going down, and Sagittarius and Virgo are coming up. So that's the Blackmore girl today, and she's coming up as Isis. She's coming up as the 77, the V for victory, because when the N comes up, the Balen comes up the other side, that's an N has got 2 V's in it, and that's why N-tree is where the Grand National was. It's the tree, it's the maypole of the North Pole, N, which is where the 5-petal flower sits, which expands. It goes to 12. We're at the end of the 12. We've got a 700-year period, where we're going to slowly be split into different levels. It's whether you get recycled back in the wheel and come back, have another go. And this is, we're going into the gardenly pleasures, so the garden of earthly delights. This is a very good documentary, and basically the water is now going to become the hidden energy, earth rises, so oil, petrol goes, and the earthly delights. You've got the Little Mermaid, and you've got Snow White. You've got Sleeping Beauty. She's Virgo. She's the earthly pleasures. She's flesh. She's got legs. And Grace, the mermaid, she's going down. So in the film, The Deep Blue, listen to what he says. I hope you can hear it. Because basically they tell you this is about free diving.
Where the water isn't even blue anymore.
So let's get in from the beginning.
Do you know what you're supposed to do to meet a mermaid?
No.
You go down to the bottom of the sea, where the water isn't even blue anymore. The sky is only a memory. And you float there, in the silence. And you stay there. And you decide that you'll die for them. Only then do they start coming out. They come, and they greet you, and they judge the love you have for them. If it's sincere. If it's pure, they'll be with you. And take you away forever.
So it's all about the breath. Can you breathe? Because we're going down under, but you've got to get past Kali. You've got to get past Cancer, who's sitting in the IC, who's playing the Holy Mother, wanting to protect and smother and punish and reward, because that's what Cancer motherly love does. But we want to get up to Capricorn. We've got to make it back. We're going through the passage. So you can go and see my blog. I've done many articles covering for the last 2 weeks. This is about PP. This is the PP. This is the Petit Prince. Le Petit Prince is the pince à ongles, the nail clippers. This is Cornwall, G7, the last leg coming up. So you've got N, which is 2 V's, going down, coming up, la N, and you've got L, the wings, the garlic is spelled A-I-L, or owl, howl is going down, and la N, the hate, the baleine is coming back up the other side. But we've just gone through we're going through the eye of the tiger, going under the IC, and that's what the pirate ship Andromeda was, getting caught as we were in the autumn fall for Halloween, which is actually not October Libra. It's actually we're still in Virgo. That's Perseverone. So that's Perseverone, Virgo. So they're putting Pisces going down. That's Andromeda is Pisces. There she is, the Pisces mermaid. The whale goes down, and Perseverone came up. Zeus, the blockage in the canal, because we're being hung upside down. This is the Baphomet is just the upside down 5-pointed petaled flower. So we're doing this crossover, and yellow and red, they have mounted their back to black. They've taken the Blackmore. She is the last of the 3 sisters of Sarah, Rebecca. So this is the pie. I was talking about the film. National Velvet becomes International Velvet. Velvet Brown, the arsehole, the pre-sexual girl, Cupid is now, the Cupid and Pisces are together, and Valentine and Virgo. So this is why we've got all these truthers, which are the gurus coming up, and you've got these pretty young girls, or you've got these young boys, and they've got thousands of followers. This is the energy we've got to get through the next 700 years. You've got to get through the deep blue sea of illusion, Pisces, and you've got to balance that with health, Virgo, in mutable clay. Lars speaks very well about all this. He's going to explain. So we're going to be covering all this change of guards, and you can check all this out if you feel before tomorrow. And I've got everything explained. This is the whale's tail. This is the cycle of Venus. This is the, the 5-pointed star. So we've got Liverpool. So I wrote about her. So this is in France. They've got the tiger, all the vineyards. I spoke about the vineyards in straight lines. We had frosties. So we've got fire and ice ritual. They had to put fire and ice on the vines. This is Virgo. And this is Bang, where I live. We've got Pack, Enyon. So N, this is entry. This is the race going on round and round the garden. And they've got Erie. This is Eris. This is Romulus and Remus and Eris. So this tiger's been put up right next to where I live. And there you've got Lupiac. That's Bidden, the last leg. Musée de d'Artagnan. So this is Puss in Boots that kills the egg, Aignan. And this is just all my pictures explaining. They showed that picture for the vineyards. Here we are. So Lucifer is just the long lost wisdom. It's just Libra. So it's all about, can your heart, Virgo, your heart mustn't be heavier than your feather. The wings are rising, the wings of Lucifer. Lucifer is not scary if you understand this wisdom, if you can touch the bottom of the blue sea. So we've got the 77721 pilots, which is Sarah, Rebecca, and Rachel. So beautiful and barren. Mars is on Aldebaran at the moment. That's why the last time that Mars was on Aldebaran was Easter Day. The last time they killed 8 bulls and killed my dog, Appy, the name of the bull god. I mean, goodness gracious. You see, there's a level you get to where you remember. So I'm at a place right now where you don't have to go and do regression and all these new age things. I mean, there's nothing wrong. It's all part of the path. We all have to go down the deep blue sea. We all go through the gurus and the prophets, and it's all part of the journey. There's nothing wrong with it. So today we've all got different perspectives. Tonight I had a lovely chat with my lovely neighbours who I love so very much, and we were able to have a proper conversation that, he was saying, but you're putting at risk people by telling them that, not to wear masks. Not that I do, actually, because I explained, well, I meet everybody halfway. I respect other people have their perception of what's going on, because we're all tuned into different radio stations. And it's the deep diving of this lovely film that I've often been told I look like the girl, and I've only ever seen the film once, but there'll be reverse plugins.
Slipping without falling.
Slipping without falling, yeah.
The hardest thing is when you're at the bottom.
Why?
Because you have to find a good reason to come back up.
Yeah.
I have a hard time finding one.
It's much better down there.
Yeah, so you've got the devil saying it's much better on the earthly. So this is what happens. You're going to leave. You've got to touch. You have to touch the bottom of the blue sea to push yourself back up again, gang. That's why AA is so dangerous. Alef Tav is the Al-N, because A is Al and N is the Alef Tab. N is the last V for victory. It's the last L. This is the last wing rising up. So it's Lucifer if you don't touch the bottom, because you still can't see through the show. You get swept away with the news, with the fear. You walk around with the mask because you haven't got the level. You haven't been through the fear. I've been through it all. And once you're through the fear and you've got past, you can still get trapped. I still get trapped. But no level of tricks, these are the tricksters, trick or treat, Cupid and Valentine. No level of seduction, because Libra, the serpent on the pole, the fiery serpent on the pole, is mirror, mirror on the wall. And you've got to go down with that mermaid. That's what the mermaid symbolizes. Sagittarius, the beginning of falling to flesh, half man, half horse, Senator, Chiron, Chiron is the Cairo, making its different journey. It's the wing, it's the tail of the whale, it's the sword in the stone. It's all about the LN. N is VV, and L is 1V. It's the 7, it's the L, so 777 is just the journey of Cupid and Valentine, the masculine air and fire that fuel the masculine energy, and the feminine energy is water and earth, the clay, the mutable clay. So if you turn to rock, you can't adapt. And if you can't balance your anger, your fire, that air is going to just go out of control. It's all about alchemy. So he can be Lucifer, or he can be your wisdom found. All those bits shall live. You know, it's all just a fun game.
Take me back down.
Oh, yeah, well, he wants you to go. And he says, no, I'm above the belt now. You see, the jellyfish, the Jane Fonda, who else did I think of today who was a JF, another actress? So the jellyfish is the dome, which is just the sun and moon diaphragm, and that is the man de Fatima, up or down. So this is what you'll be seeing in. So there you see, this is the position. This is the last two legs. This is the new AC/DC, and at the top we're putting the little Marianne, and she, the pre-sexual girl, is being merged with Libra, but Libra merges back with Scorpio. So normally this should be Isis, but they're killing Scorpio. So we've got a big date on the 15th, and I explain all this. The 15th of April. So this is the new guy that's going to be brought up. There's the red, yellow, and it's the red, yellow. They're going to keep this energy in a never-ending waging war. This is Ophiuchus. So this is, this is killing Scorpio when you're meant to get to Aquarius and carry the snake on your shoulders. So this is what's happening. He's going to be risen in France. The new BJ, Jean, what's he called? Jean Branco. It's the Cowboys. This is Polo and Pan. This is Pete and Paul. So he's a big fan of this Assange. And you remember this guy from Bugsy Malone. Basically, it's him. So, it's all just a play, and you get to a moment where you see through it. So, yeah, on the 12th, we've got a black moon on the V for victory, and we're going to have, then on the 15th, we're going to have on the eye of the bull, and we're going to have the triple goddesses. Here we go, the scorpion. They make the scorpion. You see, Scorpion was once on the IC, Cancer's been on the IC, and now you've got it, now Pisces is going on the IC, but it's the female lunar pillar. So they're going to use Kali so you don't get to high cardinal Earth, because they want to make the beat. It's a shame I can't show you the great picture I've done, but it's a really good one compared to the other ones. I bought colouring pens. So we're going to talk all about this, and I'm feeling pretty confident because I got my very organised blogs, which you can see at Alchemy Accordance. Remember 99 balloons? 99 red, and you're going to see there's the 777. This is bringing up Merlin. And I'm going to be explaining Pakistan. There's the 777, 777, the Eye of the Tiger. Here we've got the 14. I'm going to be explaining Pi. So there's the Shamrock, Rocky, and I'm going to be explaining Pi. And Lars and I found this amazing picture. Well, I found it, and Lars put it into, I'll be showing you. I think I've got it here. So here's the 3 pies. We're at 3 times 14, which is 3 times 5. How wow. Some rapper died at 50. Aintree is on the longitude latitude. It's not quite on the 50, but Cornwall is 0550, and the race at Aintree began at 1505 or something like that. Anyway, so you see, she's 31 years old, the Blackmore, it's the Pi, and the race began at 15 because we're going into this next frequency. That's the lotto in my village, 31, 13. This is the new AC, Aleister Crowley, AC, 13, Ophiuchus. Yeah, this is what, this, you see, this is a maths that I found, which this is the exact gap of 700 years we've got, and this is when we're going to be taken into the earthly pleasures. So this is all the art, this is all the Tribe of Dan arts, where this is what the next 700 years is going towards. And there's nothing really you can do about it, but you can live in a different perception. You choose to not be part of all this, and only your level of deep diving, if you touch the bottom of your deep blue sea, means you can push back up. Okay, my darlings, I look forward to our chat tomorrow, and we will do our best to begin. Maybe we should say, it could be that we start more at 8 o'clock, 7:30, let's say 7:30, we'll start to get there for 7, and we're going to try and do just 2 hours. I'm going to try and keep it really clear. Okay, have a lovely evening, bye.